Good evening. My name is Matt DeFranco, and the organization that I chose to develop the strategic plan and interview few of the leadership council there is Cardinal Health. Some information about Cardinal Health. They are a pharmaceutical distribution company where they pick, pack, and ship pharmaceutical medication, equipment, supplies for any type of healthcare customer. That could be a pharmacy, a doctor's office, or a hospital. What I like to tell people is that Cardinal Health they supply their customers and anything that you might see in a CVS. So that might include over-the-counter items, all the way to medication and equipment that is used by surgeons and doctors. And for our assignment this week, we are asked to interview the leadership team about the strategic plan within that organization. Cardinal Health has a very strong leadership team, and I was able to interview 5 different individuals. The first being the director of operations. He is in charge of the entire operation, which is a 24-hour, 365-day process and operation, so there's really no days off. And when I was speaking with him, his main focus, and a lot of it was high-level aspects of it, was really looking at the culture. And he's a big believer that the culture is the most important any aspect to driving any process improvements or any kind of success within that business. And he had 3 main buckets that he really emphasized, and that was meeting customer expectations. And so that was delivering the promises for what the customers want, and that is a product that's accurate, on time, and damage free. He also wants Cardinal Health to be a great place to work. So that includes having a team in a work environment where the team feels safe, the work environment is fun, it's relaxed, it's upbeat, it's positive. And then also, one that is very important to him is that he believes that working for Cardinal Health is a privilege. And the reason being is that the type of medication and the type of products that we are handling each day is very sensitive. It is very the dynamic industry, and in many cases, it's life-changing. And one of the main keys and focus that we have when we're recruiting new talent is that our items are not what you really see in an Amazon, where it's an iPhone charger or something that you want. A lot of this stuff is something in life or death situations where you absolutely need it. So really servicing the customers and patients is a very big value add that the Cardinal Health uses to try to recruit top talent. Moving on, I was able to interview the night manager, and his main focus and strategy was really looking at accountability within their leadership on that shift. So the shift is more dynamic, is very fast paced, but there's also high turnover because of the working hours. So his main focus was developing a system where their top level associates were being held accountable for different metrics that would in turn lead to the team and the frontline associates meeting those different metrics and accountabilities. The day manager took a different approach, but still one of the main aspects was culture as well. He was also big into creating accountability metrics and tracking. That was one of the issues that team was facing, is that some of the individuals felt that some people were not held accountable to the standards that everybody else were. And so they were able to develop some nice little tools and metrics to increase the productivity and accountability for all the associates. And secondly, they were able to develop a career roadmap plan. And really what they were able to do is take the highest performing associates and give them additional training, leadership training, such as public speaking, how to handle difficult situations, how to handle conflict, how to use Microsoft Word and Microsoft Office products. So that was a nice developmental opportunity, and those high-performing associates were able to get recognized for different skills to help further career, to advance their career. The third manager I was able to speak with was the inventory manager. And he has a smaller team, and his main focus was really career development and creating a cohesive, team-oriented approach where everybody was able to do each and everyone's jobs. So he wanted to create a team that was able to cross-train and help each other out in any type of circumstances, along with developing a career roadmap for each one of his members. So that was really able to motivate their workforce to work together and see the different struggles that each and every person might face within that team. Lastly, I would talk to the transportation manager, and his main strategy and focus for this upcoming year and for the future is a little bit different because of the circumstances that they are placed in, because Cardinal Health does not own any of the driving or the couriers. It is outsourced to a third party. So his main task is really, you know, administering that relationship between Cardinal Health and then the couriers to make sure all the orders are sent on time into the correct customers. So his main focus was really the on-time delivery metric, which is a big indicator of how successful an organization our site has been or has not been. And that is the one pain point that we have felt for the last few years, and something that the customers rely heavily on, is getting their items at the correct times. Our industry is very dynamic and changing within the different laws and regulations, so that really puts a dampen on the overall process and the overall operation, so that might in turn hurt the on-time delivery window. So his three main focuses are really improving that relationship with the couriers and our sales team to kind of communicate and set expectations with our customers, create some accountability tracking and measurements within that courier to ensure that they are doing whatever they can to reach those goals and metrics. And then also looking at problem solving and root cause analysis of different items and issues that keep recurring, and looking for ways to fix them so they don't keep occurring in the future. So overall, I was able to speak with 5 different members of the leadership team at the Swedesboro Cardinal Health Distribution Center. And really the main focus and main tidbit that I really found out was that each of them had sprinkled in a little bit of culture within each of their strategic plans. And it was very evident that within, each speaking with them, that they believe that developing their people, developing the workforce, and really treating each and every single person with respect is the most important aspect in any type of strategy within the organization. And without having the people within the organization happy, motivated, well-trained, and dedicated, you're not able to achieve any type of success. So that was very evident within speaking with all of the members of that leadership team. And they look forward to the next few years, and really growing that team into being one of the leaders within the industry. So overall, I thought it was a very great experience, really talking with some of the managers and the leaders about strategy and seeing how each one differs, but also interact within each other. So it was a very great opportunity. And once again, Cardinal Health main aspect here is looking at how to include culture and really grasping everybody on board and rowing in really the same direction to achieve those results.